Hey guys, it's Rosemary. Okay, so I'm going to show you just a little bit more in depth about my project boards here. So this is my Rosemary Watson Productions brand board for myself. As you can see, it's not super fleshed out. I just have colors. I just have fonts that I use. This board is more for my dashboard website that hosts my courses, that hosts my subscription. So it's a little bit more neutral, and these are just ideas that I had, visuals. Like, I love Hillary Rushford and Marie Forleo, and they have big audiences and they do courses and things. So my inspiration was from these ladies, so I have them on my board. But you can see I don't have very different typography. I have aligned color palettes. So my productions brand, which is mainly for my one-on-one services, and I do offer courses within this brand as well. It's very cohesive just to my overarching brand in general here too. So when I go to create campaigns, I will open up this template that I have here, and I will start creating based on what my brand actually is right here. So this is the Instagram intensive. This was a free live broadcast. And if you hear me eating, this is, I'm finishing up my lunch of goldfish crackers, which is my favorite. But anyway, so this is the Instagram intensive. This was a live broadcast series and challenge that I offered in the beginning of the year, and it is now turned into a course. So again, as you can see, it's very aligned with my Rosemary Watson Productions brand board. The colors are different, but I still have very similar fonts still. And it's very minimal. Like I said before, there's not a whole lot of extra bells and whistles like patterns or anything. This is just an anchor for me to reference. So all of my course slide decks, all of my ads, all of my Instagram posts about it, they all are based on this board. So let me close that out so we don't get too confused here. So also, well, that's something new I'm working on. Sorry. This was another challenge. And like you can see, I just dragged over my logo from here. I changed the color palette around. These were image ideas that I had. So I will pull just ideas that I find on Pinterest, screen shoots that I find on Instagram, anything, and this will serve as a visual inspiration. So if I'm going to create images like I did here for the actual Instagram posts, I can look at these and say, okay, these are the colors of props I want to use. I actually want to use a pink background. This is the typography I want to use. This is kind of where I start my ideas flowing. Don't save. So I will open up my template that I'm going to share with you guys. Okay. Actually, no, that's not right. Projects. Here it is, project board. So this is what I'm going to share with you guys. It's blank. It's very blank. All there is are folders. So here, if you have Photoshop, if you don't have Photoshop, feel free to download the trial from Adobe. It's well worth it. I pay $50 a month for the Adobe suite, and it gives me Photoshop, InDesign, all of the other apps that you can imagine from Adobe. So for me, it's well worth it because obviously I'm a graphic designer. If you're a business owner, and you're creating content for yourself, you can use Canva. It's free online, but I love Photoshop. So I'm going to show you guys this here and give you this free template. So logo, I'm actually going to change this to project logo. So this would be like the title of your campaign. So let's just say, for example, your campaign is going to be Holly Jolly Christmas. Maybe you're going to plan your Christmas campaign. Here we go. Or you know what, actually, yeah, that's fine. Then we're gonna go up here, we're gonna make it bigger. And so every time we need to add this title of the campaign, a Holly Jolly Christmas sale, maybe it is, or Holly Jolly Christmas giveaway, whatever it's gonna be, you're gonna create the title here, and it's gonna be in this folder. And so you can change this to whatever. You can add shapes. So maybe I want to add like a bar behind it. It's going to be filled with this color. It's going to have no stroke. I'm going to go back to this. It's going to be put on the tip top. And there we go. So maybe instead we're going to talk about, we'll do this together. We'll do pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice party, we'll call it. because I'm going to celebrate pumpkin spice latte, like I said earlier in my live broadcast. So here, now I'm going to go through, do I need a watermark? I probably will because it's going to be for my productions brand. So I'm actually just going to go back here, and for my anything that I'm doing that needs like a logo, I'm just going to use this submark. So I'm just going to continue to use Rosemary Watson Productions. Now, I definitely want a different color palette though, because it's going to be more fall. And maybe I just love this color. So I will go ahead, and I actually usually start all of my project boards with color because I feel like it's easiest to anchor things. So I will leave that as white. I like white in all of my palettes, but maybe I'm going to change this to this Cafe au Lait color. Maybe I really like that. But maybe right now I'm super stuck and I'm like, I just don't know what I'm going to, the color palette. I will go to Pinterest and I will go to my brand identity board, which I've shared with you guys before. Brand identity, Rosemary Watson. So it's really pinterest.com/Rosemary Watson/brand identity. And I will look through here for any color palettes. And I might see some that kind of catch my eye. I'm not seeing a ton right now that would fit perfectly for pumpkin spice. Maybe this looks good. So then I will download it to my desktop, save image as palette. I will pick that. We'll go back here. And I will find that image. I have a ton of stuff right now. I do a very cluttered desktop, so sorry it's not super organized. But I will bring this up to the top so I can see. And maybe I just super love that color. So I'll come back, change this to that. And then maybe I love that blush, so I'll keep it. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is all I want to do. Or maybe I want to make it a little bit more orange to be more pumpkin-y. Not too orange, but maybe this. This looks a little bit more pumpkin spicy. So I'll take that and change it to there. And perfect. That looks pretty pumpkin spice to me, I feel like. So I'm going to save as, and I'm going to call it Pumpkin Spice Party Project Board. Desktop. Now you could go ahead and create an entire Pinterest board about this and get ideas, or I can just go through and screenshot images and drag them in. But I have the different folders, so if you want to add any more submarks, any graphics, you can do that. You can do graphic elements. You can do add more stuff to your color palette. You could add another row of this. You can add your image collection, and then I have the labels and lines, so you can take all of that out if you want. But this is just a little quick run through about how I use this template. And then if I don't like the font on that, maybe I want to change it and I want it to be all a different font that I love and all capitals. I can change that. And this is how, actually, let's do this. This is how I'm going to create my pumpkin spice campaign. And maybe it will look different when you actually see this go live, but maybe it'll be exactly the same. Maybe I'll just decide that I love it. And I'm going to keep it just as is. Let's see, and let's go here. Yeah, it might be kind of weird for you watching me like design as I'm doing it. It's just kind of weird doing it live. But I feel like it'll be helpful to some, so we'll just show it. Yeah, so this will be the logo for my pumpkin spice party campaign. And I can have it, again, be a sale. I can have it be a giveaway. I can have it just be a 9 grid on my Instagram account. I can turn it into all of those things. I can do emails about it. Whatever I want to do, at least I have this visual reference. So anytime I need to create anything, I can use this color palette, and I can use whatever fonts I decide to that belong here. And that's it.